आई ਗਲੋਬਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਇੱਕ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤਾਂ ਜੀ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਡੋਮੇਨ ਤੇ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰੀਨਿਓਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਲੋਬਲੀ ਕਨੈਕਟਡ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ and they have achieved a lot of things starting from some village or some small town and becoming global. We are going to capture their journey which can inspire millions in the journey of entrepreneurship. That's what our aim is. Today we are going to meet Sir Rupinder Sachdeva. He is a well-known personality in Punjab, starting his journey from Batala to Chandigarh and concurring in his entrepreneurial journey to become a leader in his own domain and also leading industrial associations, guiding new generation, connecting countries. A great personality to meet and get inspired with. Hello, Rupinder. Wonderful to have you here.
Thank you, dear.
I wish to hear from you your journey from Batala to Chandigarh.
These are old memories, Jagjit. I shifted from Chandigarh, Batala to Chandigarh in 1990. I remember it was 8th August 1990 when very unfortunate incident happened 2 days before. That was at our petrol pump. Few terrorists came and they came to kill me.
You were the target.
Yeah, I was the target. They came in the office. Though they were not allowed. Nobody was allowed to come. They forcefully came, and I usually, because of the threat I was having and the circumstances of the terrorism war, I was always having my revolver close to my table. So when they had a first shot on me,
They fired at you.
yes, one big day book, which was it's a very heavy day book, that fortunately or unfortunately, it came here because my wheelchair got skid and I fall down.
So you escaped that bullet.
I escaped that bullet, and after that, 2 other bullets. One was fired at the Babaji's photo, just behind my side, and the other was somewhere on the back. And by the time my one employee came inside, he tried to, capture them.
How many of them were there?
There were 2. My turban was got off, and by the time I got up, I picked my revolver and
You fired
backfired.
it.
One terrorist fell down with my gun.
He was hit by your bullet.
Yes. The other one ran away. And his third, person who was on a motorcycle there waiting for them, he sat with them
And ran away.
and the person who was there lying with my bullet, I fired other 2
And
bullets.
he
to him.
died.
He died.
Oh, shh.
Then I remember SSP Batala, who was after that died in a bomb blast in PAP complex while sitting in his office. The dustbin, the bomb was kept because he so many people, youngsters, were died under his, when he was SSP
Encounter.
Batala. Yeah, encounters, and those were fake encounters. Govind Ram. And the other SSP Gurdaspur was Rajinder Singh, who is now retired DGP. So they both came, and after one day, they told my father that if you want to survive, you want to see your family survive, then shift your children. It was just few hours notice to us.
Given to you to vacate.
Vacate, you go.
Push.
So,
And police refused to give you assurance of protection.
so we shifted to Chandigarh in a rental accommodation where I was not visible. I was having two gunmen.
This was given by the
Government.
So government actually was protecting you,
Yes.
and government surrendered and said that they can't protect you in Batala.
Batala.
Better you shift.
Yes.
Okay.
So all social people started asking why you are shifting. So my father told me police has suggested us to shift them.
And nobody else in Batala came to know that somebody has died.
No, it was public.
Everybody knew it.
Yeah, it was public.
Okay.
So myself, my wife, my son with age of 2 years, and my wife was expecting second child, and my younger brother and younger sister, both were unmarried. We shifted. I was usually not staying here
In Chandigarh.
in Chandigarh. I stayed there for 2 months in Dehradun side with my wife, just to have some, off the system, not to be
And your
visible.
wife is from Ludhiana.
No, she's from Jalandhar.
Jalandhar.
She's from army family. So, unfortunately, fortunately, whatever you say, it was the biggest turnaround in my life.
If you look back, does it haunt, or you are thankful to the God for shifting you from there to here?
Basically, I should be thankful, and I am thankful to the
To
God.
the God.
And my children could get best of the education. My life has changed. I'm meeting people I could not have thought of. I'm playing golf. I'm enjoying all the facilities of the different clubs and social platforms.
Okay,
This
coming
could
to
have
you, now
happened.
you are in Chandigarh.
Yeah.
And when you started your journey, what came to your mind when you thought of an industry?
1 year, you can say 8 months. I was not able to take any action or decision, and I thought of going back first.
What is your family business in Batala?
In Batala, we were having rice mills and petrol pumps, 2 petrol pumps and 1 rice mill. And my grandfather's business of grain market commission agent, Aadhati hai jinu kehte hain, that we winded up in 1990, 89-90, after the death of my grandfather. He expired in 86, so 89-90 we wind up.
In Batala, when you left Batala, you left your parents there itself. So there was no threat on them. Was that the right decision?
Because there was no option. If I could see my father's properties, running business, it was very difficult to come. So he was also having security. We were protected with the CISF also at that point of time. And rice mill season, which starts in October, that year we didn't run the rice mill. 1990-91 season, we didn't run our business. Petrol pump was running on a normal rate because my father was also not coming out for many days to take care of this whole thing. So it was
after this initial 10 months, you thought of industry. So what is that journey?
No. 1991 I started with a small finance company as a proprietor in the name of my son, nickname of my son, Yuvraj International. I thought of some export-import business, but started with a finance company with financing small fridge, TV, scooters and all, 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees to individual, a government employee, and getting the checks in advance from them. And
that you did for how much time?
I did for 2 years, but I didn't like it. It was not a challenge. Sitting whole day on a chair, waiting for the people, filling file, and then issuing the check was my duty. Nothing else. Challenge. I thought, what is this? My father asked me in 1992, "What's your plan?" By the time my son started going to school, uh, daughter was 1.5 year old. So dad asked, "What is the plan?" I said, "Dad, if you see this is Chandigarh's life, I suggest we should shift here permanently and not go back Batala." Then he said, "What will happen to our Batala rice mill and all?" Like, whatever you suggest, but my suggestion is this. And he agreed on that.
Very good.
And he gave me around 35 lakh of rupees that point of time to contribute and start my business. In 93, 92 he suggested me this. Then it took me 6 months to identify what should I start. So this was another story which
How did you got into Philips?
you see, I advertised in a paper.
You want to do something.
I want to start a business industry. So I asked for some suggestions. I got lot many suggestions: terry towel, floriculture, this, that, so many other, rolling mill, steel mill.
They were all consultants or they were the actual proposals?
Consultants were giving the proposals, and the local CA, and others. But one of my known friend, I say, he suggested me to go for this gases business, industrial medical gases. It's called air separation plant, because he usually used to visit this Bhiwadi, this Jamshedpur, Tata Nagar, and all steel plants are there. So he saw few plants running there, and that was a very unique type of business where you don't have any raw material.
Yeah.
And he suggested me to go for it. But I never heard this. In my earlier business, we never used this kind of product. This is a raw material of hospital, this is a raw material of steel industry, this is a raw material of pharma industry, but not for our rice mills or any other business. So I started studying for 2 months, 3 months. Then after 2-3 months, I came to a contact with a person in Ghaziabad. He's my, I can say, guru, mentor for that industry. He suggested me, if you want to put up this plant, you should go with a dedicated customer. You should have one dedicated customer, then only this plant will get success, otherwise will not get success. So I contacted one of the industries, Selvania Lexman's factory here. They said, yes, you can put up plant. I came to close to put up the plant there, but by the time I came to know that they are also in red and they may close it. So I, with some link, I reached to Philips, where I met a friend of mine now, even Mr. Ramanjeet Singh. He was heading purchase there, purchase manager. He said, in principle, we cannot buy from any local customer, supplier. We are bound to work with the multinationals. Like at the moment, we are buying from BOC, British Oxygen, and they are supplying to us. So I cannot tell you now whether I can take this call or not. I said, if I give you a little cheaper, the tankers you are getting and the manpower you have employed on this, you have explosive licenses, you have dedicated area to handle this licensing product because this is explosive area. So all this, if you are not to do it, and I do on your behalf in my complex, and we supply you through pipeline. So idea is it very good. We need not control inventory. Everything is good, but I cannot take a call. So give me your suggestion. There was no email that time, so I gave a letter. And after 1 month, I asked him. He said, "I have not got any reply." I said, "Okay, you give me one letter that if you put up a product here, a plant here, and if it will be cheaper, we may buy from you." Like this kind of letter, because I'll take the risk. That was my first risk. But my financing will be done on this. Otherwise, getting my finance is very difficult.
Yeah.
So with that letter and my proposal, I went to Punjab Financial Corporation.
What was the initial loan?
It was 80 lakh.
So 80 lakhs that and 30 lakh of your own.
Yeah, 35
so
lakh.
1 crore something.
Yeah. And in March 93, I started. Bought the plot was also a big challenge for me to get that plot, because laying of the pipeline was very much important.
I know.
And then buying my required plot was it took me 3 months. I got another plot of his choice somewhere else, and
Bought his plot.
bought his plot.
So you were not direct allotee your PSIC.
No.
But at that point, PSIC was allotting on cost.
No, but those plots were not useful to me.
Okay. So they were already sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that plot which I purchased, first plot, was of some retired chief engineer, and I got another plot in his son's name and took this plot. The first brick was laid in March 93, and September 6, 93, this plant was functional.
At the moment you came into production, Philips signed a contract with you.
No. This is another, challenge. I'll say it's a dream come true after 6 months of my start of production. Though the plant was inaugurated by Chief Secretary Punjab that time, Mr. Ajit Singh Chattha, and the guest of honor was Philips head,
Talwar sir.
Mr. Talwar. But my supply didn't start at that time. 93 September, I started establishing my plant in a proper manner, streamlining it, understanding it, behavior of the plant, all these things initially. And then in February 1994, after 5 months, all over India, truck strike started.
So that post Philips.
And Philips was having their raw material, everything in house to run the plant, but there was no gas in after 24 hours. But there was no pipeline laid, nothing was done. So they called me up. They said, "Can you supply us?" I said, "Yes, sir, we can do it. Why not?" We both brothers went there, and it was a big challenge because they were getting in a storage tank, the bulk supply, and there was a huge requirement in their plant because the glass bulb, the normal old bulb, conventional bulb or tube was under production with them. So they said, "Can you start supplying tomorrow?" Which is very difficult, sir. But we both brothers worked 24 hours in a factory in Mandi Govindgarh. We sat down for the night there and made a manifold where so many cylinders can be connected in a pipeline and supplies can be started. So this system we created, generated, put up in their factory next day in the evening,
In the Philips factory.
Yes, in their complex. Because pipeline was not laid, it's not one night's job. So we supplied them 7 or 8 days,
Through that
24 hours with cylinders, picked cylinder, dropped cylinders, vehicles, this, that was going on. And fortunately, their plant didn't stop because of any gas shortage. And because of that, they called us and they said, we are very much impressed.
By the efforts made by you.
Yes.
So that was your first entrepreneurial,
Yes.
basically breakthrough.
Breakthrough. That was the
Good
breakthrough.
break.
And then they asked us to lay the pipeline. And everything was done very quarterly, where half of their area was covered by them, half was
Were you allowed to lay down a pipeline directly from your plant because it's explosive issues involved and
Yeah, we got all the
so what were
permissions.
the challenges?
Challenges were, we got the permission from PWD to get it underground from the
They allowed you.
Yeah, and we had our own area till the road, and their complex they helped us to put up
How
the
about the
pipeline.
road?
Road we got a permission from PWD and put up the sewage kind of pipes in between our
So
two
how much
pipes.
time did it take for you to lay this pipeline?
I think maybe 20-25 days.
Okay. So that
But-
became your permanent customer by virtue of that.
But we got a lot of challenges in that also after laying the pipeline. So many complaints were our
I'll come to this
competition.
complaint later because I know in Punjab we have this tendency of competing on complaint basis,
Yes.
but that's part of the. I think it happens in China also. So okay, so you started off supplying to Philips. It was not only a breakthrough for supply; it was a breakthrough of getting into a corporate sector. So on corporate governance issues, what were you learning during your journey from? So you started in '94 somewhere, and from '94 to 2013, 14, you were there still with them.
No, I was in gases. I'm still with them.
You're still with them. So it has been a long journey. So during this whole period of your relationship with Philips, especially on quality issues, how did they help you to learn the corporate way of looking at managing your things? And secondly, the governance, overall governance issue with Philips.
You see, this is the Dutch company, and earlier it used to be some collaboration when the name was different, Punjab Anand Lamps, and then in '98 they shifted the whole setup in the Philips. So it was a great learning, I can say, for all of us, starting from getting the organized business, then
On technology,
culture of corporate, which we adopted. Then we had quality consciousness. We got Supplier of the Year award for 4 years continuously.
which is good.
And touchwood, in last 25 years we didn't had any dropout in the supplies any point of time. We may have taken all the precautions, but there was no dropping of the supplies any
Supply to
point of
them.
time.
There was no quality complaint ever.
No.
See, this electronic field is very highly competitive. When it comes to pricing, how much difficult was it to negotiate with them? Because in a corporate culture, they have got various structures, and when you go out and negotiate prices with them, is it a lalagiri at that level, or it's a very professional way of evaluating costs and then giving you a decent profit?
You see, once I'll share my two quick experience with you. In 2001, they asked me to start CFL manufacturing in Mohali. And I started in a rented complex, started manufacturing CFL lamps
For them.
for them. It was assembly. And it ran around for 3 to 4 months. By the time it was streamlining, Government of India put up anti-dumping on CFL, which the raw material import,
Components.
right? Components. So this business stopped, and I had to face a loss of around 15 to 20 lakh point.
For
lakh
the
point of-
infrastructure you created.
Yes, I created. They couldn't compensate me fully, but somehow they gave me assurance that you will be taken care in future. Don't worry, bear with us.
Yeah.
And they gave me good business in other, I can say, domain. In gases, their business was growing, so I was quiet in my other losses, and I was also having patience on this. I waited for 5 years. In 2006, when this anti-dumping was over, and they were equipped with their own manufacturing of CFL glass here in Mohali, they asked me to put up an assembly unit in Baddi.
Okay. So your Baddi unit basically was their initiative.
Their initiative,
And it was a dedicated unit for you.
yeah, it was exclusivity with
Agreement
them.
with them.
2006. Again, it was a very challengeable.
So they gave you a complete hand holding of design of the project and the whole process
Yes,
and
yes.
the quality requirements and everything.
Yes.
So you had not to put your mind into it.
Yeah, but the management, labor, and other things,
But so
you
as
know,
technology is concerned,
yes.
this was not your problem.
yes, but process control was my duty. Rejections were on our head. So these things we
Fine.
have to take care.
Yeah.
And we started in 2006, but again it was a challenge that Philips China was not interested that Philips India should make this in-house in India, because for them it was a bigger market, India. So the raw material, the electronics which we were getting assembled from them, we got lot many containers, rejected material
Oh, from them, okay.
from them.
Mhm.
One, we are stopped production. The other, our inventory got blocked. Our finance got blocked.
It was on you,
Yes.
okay.
And
So
for,
this is another cycle of losses. for
yes, 1 year. 1 year we had a very bad time, that time also,
you. Which year you are talking about?
2008.
2000, okay.
And then they asked us to start electronic manufacturing in-house, or they started within India from different two
You're talking about
companies.
PCB and all.
Yeah, PCB and mounting
Drivers,
of
okay.
mounting of the electronic components on it.
So your drivers and everything had to be.
Yes.
Okay.
So we started very small quantity in house, and we were getting from the local two companies.
Again, the whole hand-holding of technology and everything was given by them.
Yes,
Okay.
but
They never invested on you, and so far finance is concerned. This was
No.
all your own
Yes.
exposure.
yes,
You have been borrowing from the banks, you're investing your own money, you're
Yes.
flowing back your own profits, and still keep investing in a domain which keeps changing.
but till 2013, Philips used to be very working style with win-win situation
For both.
for both.
Okay.
But the culture changed in
2013.
2012-13, and very smart people sitting on corporate office in Delhi, they somehow, asked me to put up the bigger unit of electronic manufacturing in house, which at that point of time was not right time to go for it,
To get into it.
right? And but I, got
What was
bullish.
the investment like?
I got bullish. I said I'll do it. And the investment we made around 22 crore.
Okay. In 2013,
Hmm.
all borrowed money.
Almost.
Okay.
And they were aware that CFL is not going to prolong more
Because LED had already come in the market.
in the world, but not in India.
Okay.
It was a very initial
So
start.
they knew the movement is happening, and still they
Yeah,
guided.
they thought that India is going to continue with CFL.
Okay.
It's a bigger market, and I
So
was
both can coexist.
yeah
They
I was having a turnover of 130 crore, making 2 million lamps.
130 crores.
2 million lamps a month, 2.5 million lamps a month. So it was a क्या हो जाएगा यार, देखी जाएगी, इतना काम है, बढ़ रहा है, करो 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 करते गए. और 14 में जब when this government came, Modi government, their push was LED.
Yeah. So they changed the
They
paradigm.
they so fast, they made this revolution.
Changes.
And my 2.5 million lamps per month, it started getting down to, in 6 months, 1.5 million.
So you came down from 130 crore to how much? 20 crores.
It's very
Painful.
painful for me.
Oh my God.
2004
It happened in 6 months
2014-15 I came to 60 crore.
from 130 crores.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 years I was 120 to 130 crore, then 60 crore. Then because of exclusivity, I had the major challenge in my life. I've never had that. That was Philips never gave me any LED business, and the requirement came only 4 lakh a month from 25 lakh a month. And
Of
my
the LED.
Yeah, CFL.
CFL.
And my 400 500 people working
Ush.
in my factory, and lot of all technical and team of my engineers had to face
become
the
redundant.
situation. So we opted other customer, Osram. They gave us business in LED.
LED.
In LED.
So you now migrated to LED. Was this also a push by Philips, or it was your own?
No.
migration?
Philips says you cannot go. You have exclusivity with us.
For CFL, not the LED.
No, they say you have exclusivity for business with us.
So that means they were owning your enterprise.
Yes. And they said you cannot take a call. I said, how can I not take a call? I have to take a call. Either you give me business or I will go somewhere else. So I opted Osram. I signed an agreement with them.
So your exclusivity agreement was cancelled.
No. Yeah. After that. Because I told them in my return reply that you are exclusivity with me on CFL. Either you run my 100% factory on my capacity, then I am working with you, no issues. But they were that time culture changed in Philips. Philips lighting, India lighting was
Going down.
separated from their global other businesses.
Okay.
And even they don't have name of Philips now, only brand is there. The company's name have changed
Okay.
in Philips. So somehow my turnover from 60 crore to next year came only 20 crore.
You said you started your journey of business when you were 7th standard. Is that right?
Yeah.
Student.
Actually, when I used to study in school, on way back from school, our petrol pump was
there. That was on your way.
And my father and myself both were only working, and my grandfather expired in 86. So we were having a lot of businesses, but manpower was very short. So my father was also very social.
So you were supporting your
He
father.
was representing the district rice miller association, district petroleum dealer, and the state level vice president of Shell rice
So which
miller.
means this
He used to travel.
this leadership is all genetic.
And when I used to come from school, I spent 2 hours after in my class 7th, 8th
So
in petrol pump. handle the cash. And that time the diesel, because of agriculture sale, was in lot of shortage, lot of queues, and everything was used to happen. So the handling of those things were was a issue. So I started with this, and then by that time I finished my ninth, 10th class, I was given the charge of the rice mill also by my father, to spend time after my college and study there.
So you came down to 20 crores from 130 crore. What was happening at your home at that moment? How was the environment at home? The first challenge which comes is the family. How did they react? By the time your father had already come here, or he was still
Yeah,
there?
he shifted to 2008 when I lost my mother.
So
very early
So
age.
what was happening at your home at that moment when it came
you
down
see-
so dramatically?
You see, um, most of the family supported me very well.
Okay,
The best part is my wife supported me best.
okay,
Some young blood, my elder son reacted
okay.
in a different
It
manner.
was expected. He's a young boy.
But my younger brother supported, because he's part of that business. But he told me, Padi, I think we have taken a rash decision to go for Usram very quickly. Is it not very fast decision? I said, you can take a call after some time, but this is required. And Jagjit ji, if I could not have taken a call, at present I have 5 multinational companies in my domain now. I am working with all 5 companies.
I'll come to that a bit later. I'll go back to your family again and tell me, how was your father's reaction to this whole? He must have seen these kind of phases in his life, but
Yeah, basically, his experience supported me very well.
it supported you. Your own confidence level when it came down so dramatically was what kind of emotional journey you were going through yourself?
You see, it was the biggest challenge,
Okay.
the
Tough.
toughest time I had in last 2015, 2016, and 17 also, 3 years. Toughest time.
So, how did the turnaround again happen?
Hard work, dedication, and
You
I,
believed that
I
you'll be
used
able
to I used to travel to different companies to uh, take my product, share my experience, and matching their price for different 4 companies which I have in my domain now. But it took time. First company came in 2015, second came in 16, and in 17 I had another 2 companies who came to us, and now I have another 2 companies in this year. So my turnover this time is 60 crore last year.
Wonderful.
From
So
20.
from 20 to 60, and now you're again on your journey.
We are going to increase further another 30%.
If you have to, what is the key learning here?
Basically, in electronic industry, the it changes very fast.
fast. Yeah.
And overnight, if some new technology comes, like we are having some cameras here, but earlier every house used to have a camera.
Yeah.
Now nobody has a camera.
Yeah.
We used to have VCD. We used to have then CD.
Yeah.
Then we used to have pen drive.
We had pagers.
Now we don't have anything.
Yes, all gone.
We don't need pen drive now even.
Yes, correct. We don't need.
We don't. Sometimes we don't need laptop now.
Yes, we don't need. Even the one mobile is good.
Mobile is okay. So this is so fast happening. If we don't keep the pace with our own knowledge,
So what is your key sustainability mantra for yourself?
keep yourself
How are you
updated
Updated on technology.
on technology.
If you wish to retire after 5 years or so, or 6 years or so, are you building up this capacity in your next generation? Are they also as enthused to remain in industry, or They may have other options.
Uh, my elder son is looking into different industries. My, first industry, gas industry, he takes care of that with my younger brother, and he takes care of another unit. We have aluminium pressure die casting. My younger brother supports me in my electronic industry as far as banking or
Finance is concerned.
day-to-day affairs of the finance is concerned. But I am at present handling myself only
Yeah.
this industry.
So the next biggest challenge would be,
Yeah,
yeah,
who has to take care of this?
yes, because
So-
when you say you have to take decisions in a split second,
So
there
because-
has to be
because-
somebody as good as you.
Because one is we are depending on imports, and imports are very very risky now. If you can
Yes.
see from last 6 months'
Yeah,
time, what is happening in India
Yeah.
or anywhere, it's a very you have to take a call very fast. Number one. Number two, you have to work with the multinational company in such a manner that whole load of this international market or the currency forex
Even on
should
technology.
not come to you.
Okay, so you structure your agreement in such a way
Yes.
that you are hedging your risk.
Third is in our own tender business, we have learned this time that we need to have some margins of this kitty of where this dollar is moving up
So you
and
have
down.
to you have to budget for that also.
Yeah, budget for
You have
that.
to hedge your risk in a government
it
tender
is
also.
it is competition.
Yeah.
May not possible.
Yeah, it doesn't allow. Yes, correct.
But I'm expecting that next 2 to 3 years my younger son will join business.
He looks enthusiastic about your
Yes,
industry.
yes.
Okay, good, wonderful.
I put up him in this line with his qualification also. He's doing mechatronics in Thapad University,
Wonderful.
and he will join me after 2.5 years. He is a lot of zeal for working with the
Oh, wonderful.
electronics.
Good.
So that I'm lucky if I get him in the business.
Rupendraji, let's talk about your global activism through the Industry Association, starting with Mohali Industry Association, please.
I started in 93 my industry in Mohali. 95 I became member in 93, maybe November, December of MIA, and in 95 I became general secretary. 97 I became president, and when I was president, with the advice of friends like you, I initiated to go to global as a delegation, where we asked the government also to support us,
So
to accompany us,
You took the first delegation,
Yeah.
yeah, and where all we went?
Yes. We went to China, we went to Taiwan, we went to Hong Kong. And in these two industrial
We went to
delegations,
Singapore also.
yeah, Singapore also. And there with these two industrial hubs, Taiwan and China, where Director Industries Punjab was, leading the delegation, and we were having good support of the embassies also. We took around 18 members of Mohali Industries Association. We gave them a good exposure by visiting the factories there. We had very fruitful meetings with industries, associations there. We have visited even the mayors of the city. That point of time, in 1997, meeting Shanghai mayor as a delegation of this MSME was a biggest, I can say, success stories we had. And we visited so many factories. I remember we used to sleep by 12:31, and this Chinese guy used to come to pick up us at 7 in the morning. And usually half of the members either were not ready or were without breakfast, and they were not having any food which is available in the market, because now we have
was a challenge.
lot of McDonald's and KFC there. Not that point of time there was no one, and we used to live on fruit
Yeah, I know.
for many days.
Yeah, I know.
And but that gave us so much exposure, even to me and my friends members, who have reached to many
Yeah. They've
steps
grown.
forward because of that. And that then opened, many things opened. With those connections, I used to visit China, Taiwan, सारा दुनिया घूम ली. Or with that exposure, after 99 MIA, I was asked, the PhD chamber asked me to be a part of them. So in 2001 or 2, I became co-chairman. We thought of in 2005, I went to Pakistan. So going to Pakistan and requesting the businessman from there in 2005, I remember we had around 192 top businessmen
Coming from Pakistan. What the-
in that exhibition of 100 exhibitors that point of time. And now it's going to be the 13th edition in this December. We have made it global now, though we are not getting Pakistani visitors from last 3 years because of the political situation. They are not getting visas, though we are trying. Every year we are trying to ask them, government, to give the visas.
So, what are the reasons given for rejection?
It's a political issue, and they keep quiet and sit on the visas. They don't issue visas. They take the applications and they keep the passports for long days, and before one day or same day they give the refusals, or they say you can take your passports back, we are not going to.
Politics aside, when you were dealing with them on one-to-one basis, or you are still connected with them, do you see any kind of restraint or apprehension or a disconnect on one-to-one basis, or it is all in the political domain, whatever differences are there?
I'll say it is all political domain.
So,
Because you see, they are importing everything, and they are importing 80% of their required items from China, and it comes through ship. And if I talk about Pakistan, the major part of Pakistan is Punjab, which is of 300 kilometers of Wagah border, and 60% of population stays there. They have 5 provinces. In Punjab, where 60% people reside, they are very rich people. They have poor also, but
they have a consumption, and we are sitting next door, we are not able to
Yes.
supply to them.
and their imports come to Karachi. Karachi is 800 kilometers from them.
Wait a minute. Is it that they can't come here, or you can't do business at all with them?
We can do business with them.
Can you supply your LEDs to them? Are you
Yes,
competitive enough to
yes,
supply?
yes,
Okay.
100%.
Even now,
Yes,
despite these whatever is going on,
yes.
still on
But
one-to-one business is no problem. You can.
business is no problem. If you see, if India and Iran can start with their local currency, we suggested our governments to have local currency dealing,
Yeah, okay.
and you can reconcile after a month or so, or 3 months, whatever the bank starts doing, whatever in the international bank. There is a lot of opportunity. They need so many capital items, they need machinery, they may need all kind of processing items from here. They need consumable items. which we can very well support, and Punjab and North, whole North can survive.
How much the state government till now has taken up this issue at their level? Is state government really pushing this issue, or they're just given up? होना ते है नहीं, कानू फाइल बना के भेजने की जरूरत है नहीं.
They have
What is
given
the
up.
attitude of the government?
They have given up because of the national political circumstances. If they will push further, they will get some, after effects in their other projects
so
or
they can be okay.
So
in
they
the
are-
fear of affecting.
they are just working on the lines of the national level thought
For the
process.
central government, maybe the central government, since there is no concrete proposal before them, is there a chance that central government has not been approached on this issue? So they just have
No,
to
no,
sit there.
they are very well approached. They are aware of the issue. We had
Has PSG done any program where we have invited the decision makers in the central government? Have we talked about this?
commerce secretary twice.
On
many
this issue?
yes, many platforms. Even at Delhi, we have taken a call. We have informed even Indian ambassador at Pakistan knows this. Okay.
This current government, is there any proposal which has gone from?
We have given in 2015.
After that, nothing.
Not because we never feel like that it will happen.
So given whatever happens with Pakistan, what is the international journey of PITEX now?
Recently, we went to Canada as a chamber of Punjab, heading by my co-chairman as a delegation. We visited the food and agro show there,
Industry, okay?
and we have requested them to visit us. We are hoping that maybe not this year, next year we will have the participation of Canada also in exhibition. And this year we are hoping to have a delegation from Singapore, where a renowned chamber called Singapore India Chamber of Commerce and a minister from their government will be visiting. Our things are in a proper communication.
Have you looked at the neighbors, like we can talk about Sri Lanka, Nepal, or Bangladesh?
Yeah, I tell you,
SAARC countries?
there is a government of India's policy that is reverse buyer seller meet, RBSM. In that 2 years, government of India has given us support to call SAARC or ASEAN countries members to Amritsar. Their government support is to give them airfare to come
So
to
that is being given by the government of India?
yeah,
Okay, very good.
India, and then coming to Amritsar. We used to carry them in buses.
What about taking PITEX to those countries?
So, I'll tell you. And then we used to host them here for 2 days. 2 years we got this support. Now, last year also and this year also, government has not supported. We are giving every year our request. But they have stopped
What is
giving.
the budget around? I mean, what is the support like? 20 lakh, 25 lakh?
50 people, maybe 25,000 per person. Or,
So you're talking 10 lakh rupees of
yes,
support, they're not used to.
yes.
Okay, it's unfortunate, but yeah. Okay.
Very, very
Very
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Because promoting a region of a country by calling international buyers and then making them visit to the factories was really need of the hour for us.
Now, coming back to
And you talked about the international participation of PITEX going where.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we planned this, but unfortunately, this central government again has stopped giving benefits to MSME for participating abroad.
No, that's for participating in their exhibitions.
Yes. No.
There is a
No,
policy
no.
of
If they
enterprise
go
in
out
India.
of country to participate, first they have to approve that exhibition. And if it is an exhibition where they are organizing and it is already renowned exhibition, then Indian companies are allowed and they will get the benefit.
There is another program of Government of India which is called Enterprise India. Under that program, government supports the setting up of exhibitions.
I remember I went to South
We had
Africa,
gone to South Africa.
Durban,
Durban. I
in
think-
2001 or 2.
Yeah, that platform can be good for
That time they used to give all the support. No.
because
they
CI
have-
is doing it this year also. They keep doing it. Enterprise India.
But we have a thought process of it. We are planning to go. Maybe Canada will be a good destination for all of us.
Yes.
No.
I believe logistically your neighbors.
Yes. Sri Lanka or maybe
Yes, they can be a good destination.
this
Even Burma and
Burma.
Myanmar.
this is possible.
You know, this activism which started in 2000, in 1999 when we went abroad to China and other places, 97 you said,
98 we went.
98. If 18 people got inspired to expand and do business internationally, we know the impact of it. So whether the countries participate in your PITEX here or you take PITEX abroad, it has an impact on future generation of entrepreneurs. So I think that will be wonderful if you really keep doing it with international participation. Okay. One question. How do you manage your time? You are into an industry which is so competitive, and you said you have to take decisions on split second, otherwise you lose. How do you find time for your activism on social front? I know you are so social. You have been on Chandigarh Club at one point of time, and you are also involved with your own gases in
Association,
association.
yeah, national level.
How do you manage your time?
You see, it is called that somebody told me if you can finish your job in 5 hours and not, the people who are working for 2 hours more or 3 hours more in your office and then even not completing the job. It depends how you are a person and managing your show. My working style is, if I sit in my office, dedicatedly I work for 3, 4, 5 hours
Yeah.
and I finish it. And then I am available where people don't call me on phone. They can ask me on mail or they can ask me on my
So your
social
office
media.
does not disturb you after your 4-5 hours of dedicated work.
Yeah, but I'm available 24/7 and I reply them in seconds in my
Wonderful.
social media, maybe WhatsApp, WeChat or mails. And I spend some time for PhD Chamber because this is my baby of Punjab's activities which I started with, and I really love that. I spend time on PhD, this Punjab Cricket Association, PCA.
Yeah, I know you are very active on Punjab Cricket Association.
Yeah, but to spend some time there also. And the other Word Punjabi organization is another platform where I am heading Chandigarh.
Do you think your family sees your face? Are you available for your family or
Yes,
not?
yes. But we have such a good compatibility,
Between you and your wife.
wife, that
children also.
our 20 minutes of talk in the morning make our day through.
Oh,
And and then again she never calls me. She has to chat with me so that we can discuss.
so you remain connected through chat.
Yes, all the time.
Wonderful. So any message you have to give for youth?
I feel that education is not everything, but it matters. It matters a lot. But you have to be enterprising. You have to have some ideas which you have to come out with. You have to take some risks in life. That is important. if you don't go for anything first time, you will never do anything. So go for it. You will, maybe out of 10 things you do, one may go wrong. But that thing will make you learn so much of in life that you will improve further with many successes. So go ahead with your plans, what you have in mind. Take risk.
Do a lot of research.
Yeah, but with honesty. That is important. Don't try to become rich overnight. Nobody can and nobody has made. You have to work, hard work, and then if you start something, start thinking getting something out of it after 2 years or 3 years. Have patience and keep on doing. You will get successful. No second thought on this. But first you have to dedicatedly, honestly do that.
How PhD is going to help entrepreneurship?
We have different activities. Startup is also going ahead with the hand to hand with our new generation. We have in Amritsar we have adopted ITI with the food chain manufacturer. We are training youngsters in hospitality in Amritsar, which is need of the hour in Amritsar. We are we have MOUs with Guru Nanak Dev University, with Punjabi University, and now with Punjab Agriculture University. We work hand to hand with them to train the youth, give them support, startups, and even what all we need in their curriculum that we share with them, so that whenever they are through with their studies, they are not only on paper, they should have something which industry needs.
Great.
That is what we are doing from last 2 years now.
Of course, there are challenges of funding and there is a challenge of technology adoption. Yeah, they will remain in any case. But
That's a part of government's job. They have to do it.
So thank you so much for sharing such an insight about your life.
My pleasure.